AJ, Ian Hess with the Heron Outlet. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
I'm curious what the game plan on Mukhtar was and how you guys plan to attack that. How you felt that went, would it change from earlier in the season, and how do you sort of combat those middle third balls that he was able to get in to get in space behind you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, in the middle, I think Dax was able to get on the ball a little too much and kind of pull the strings. And with that, he was able to turn and when me and Blaze kind of stepped out, that created a little bit of a gap, and I don't think we were good enough at pressing him and making it uncomfortable for him. So they were able to create numbers, number overloads in the midfield, and that's a lot of times what football is. It's numbers. It's about creating time and space, and they had more guys that were able to get on the ball in good spots, and we weren't able to accompany that with really good pressure. That's on us. It wasn't good enough defensively. We weren't able to get that pressure from behind me and Blaze, and me and Blaze weren't able to step out and kind of make it difficult for their midfielders. So that's on us. We need to be better. We had a game plan that we went in, that we were trying to do, and I just don't think we executed it. And it wasn't anybody's individual fault. This was a collective loss. So I think you've seen it, especially in these past two games. We haven't been nearly good enough defensively. I think there was, for as bad as we were defensively tonight, we were able to create, some pretty good chances. Obviously Gonzalo got the goal, and there was a few that were offside, and I think if we're better defensively in the first half, we're not chasing the game as much. I think the game could have gone a completely different way. But as I said, you give up goals off of set pieces that we've been doing way too much, and it's in this league, if you give up goals off of set pieces early in the game, it's you're clawing the entire game, and it's never easy. So. We need to be better on that. We need to be more gritty. We have to focus on what we're doing in training, because we work a lot on set pieces in training, we haven't been able to kind of bring that into a game scenario, and it's coming back to bite us right now. We just have to focus on what we're doing in training, and trust that that's going to help us in the games. But yeah, as I said, we're giving up goals way too easy, and that's on all of us. Nashville is a very solid team. They're a team that doesn't give you much. They're very good at defending. Not the greatest attacking team, obviously. Tonight they were able to get some goals off of set pieces that gave them some confidence, and they were able to catch us on the transition for sure. But it's a team that they have players that can hurt you. As I said, Dax, if you give him time and space, he can pick out passes. Same with Godoy. So the game plan was to try and limit their time on the ball, try and make it tight in the middle. We weren't able to do that. I think our pressure needed to be better. From the front, and then from the middle as well. I think we were just disconnected in terms of our lines, and they were able just to score too easily, in my opinion. That's what it comes down to. If we've been losing headers, quick transitions that they won balls in their own half, and they hit two passes and they're already in a 1v1 at the edge of our box. Like that can't happen. So we need to be better at keeping the ball, myself included, and all of the other guys. We need to value the ball more. I think in the first half, the last 10 minutes, we were playing great. And we need to do that consistently throughout the game. I think we have the quality to do it. But we need to impose ourselves more, and we weren't able to do that tonight. It's tough after conceding two goals early, as I said, because you're chasing the game. But yeah, we just we weren't able to control the time and space that Dax and Godoy were able to get on the ball today. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we can't blame this loss on missing players. Everybody who steps on the field has a job to do, and I don't think any of us were good enough tonight. So, we need to look at ourselves in the mirror, first of all. But I think anytime, you give up early goals off of set pieces, goals that, we shouldn't be giving up. We end up chasing the game for a large part of it. And when you're chasing the game, a lot of times you have to step out and you have to, try and get yourself back into it. That creates space. And then, if you're not good enough, which we definitely weren't tonight, games like this can happen where they can rack up the goal count because, we're trying to get back in it. And we weren't good enough on the defensive side of the ball. So, we have to, especially in these past two games, we have to really, focus on why we've been giving up these goals, and make sure that when we come into training, this weekend, we're ready to work and we're ready to, turn a new leaf because it's a very important stretch for us. And that's all we can do at this point. I think after a game like this, the most important thing is to get back on the field. We have a few days off here that we really need to take advantage of and clear our minds and really attack these next few games in a real positive way. Two very big games. Obviously, Atlanta's playing very well right now. Portland away is always an extremely tough game. So these are, very vital games for us, and they're games that we have to pick up points in. So, we have to have a short memory. The past two games haven't been good enough from us. We've given up 9 goals. It's never good enough. We're never going to win games if we're doing that. So, we have to just get back on the training pitch and really hone in on what has gotten us results in the past, the past games before these past two. So.